Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg, and I'm going to go over a coin called Theta Network. And this round, I'm not going over the fundamentals of it. I did a little bit of a video on that. Suggest before going into any type of asset, not only do you need to look at the technicals first, in my opinion, then check out the fundamentals. Make sure there's no monkey business going on behind the scenes. Okay, as in case Luna. Luna is a good case, and there were some things you could watch my previous videos that I was in Luna. It looked good, wrote it up, sold it, got out, and then Luna started doing something funky in the charts. And I said, hey guys, something strange is going on and needs to correct deeper. So that's why it's important to have a strategy with some technicals and setting up targets where they should be hitting your targets with Fibonacci levels. If they start missing these targets and it's repeatedly, you need to start questioning that, okay? Especially if it's like, say, a real shallow target or something like that, as in the case of Luna. Luna started having very, very shallow targets and shallow corrections. And I was like, this is very, very strange. What is going on? That was just my thoughts on it. All right, guys, so we're gonna go over Theta. I'm gonna break this down for you real quick. Here's a coin that this is plainly a 1-2. I've checked this out, impulse wave. I'll break it down for you real quick, guys. You can see, you know, you have your divergence right there to there. You can see the little bit of divergence making that an impulse wave, and then you have an impulse wave over here too. Let's see, right there to there. You can see there's your divergence on this. This is a 3-day chart for Theta. Okay, so here's the move that it is making. One, here's your second wave, deep second wave, and then here's your 3, and now it's making a 4th wave, and it's going to go up for a 5th. Have about a potential $25 target. Here's the thing you want to be concerned with, just an FYI for you guys. You see how short that first wave is? That's usually an area you want to look at, because there's a potential that this could be not such a high 5th wave. It just might break the highs, or something could be going on just because of the length of that. So typically these 5th waves will go 618 of the 3rd wave. So you take the 3rd wave on log, they'll hit that. And if say it corrects to about 80 cents, 77, 80 cents, you know, the 50% of that wave will be the 3rd wave. And then the 618 will be about $27, okay? That's generally pretty much an area that you want to kind of look for this. And now the Fibonacci retracement on this 3rd wave is well within 3rd wave targets, or excuse me, 4th wave targets, and the 0.382. So it's coming down deeper than normal. And well, 382 to 50% is a normal for a 4th wave correction. Okay, so here's the deal. Look at this coin, guys. You got a 2nd wave and then a 4th wave. And as in the case in point with Bitcoin, people are like, Greg, Bitcoin's 4th wave is too deep. Well, look at this 4th wave. There's no doubt that this is a 4th wave. Here's your 1st, here's your 2nd, here's the 3rd, and here's a 4th. So what Theta is doing, it's correcting this whole massive, massive cycle, and it is massive. If you're in there, good to you. Good to you, man. You made a ton of money. And now you want to see a dude over there. You have the potential to do it again over here. You know, ride the waves, get out, and then get in over here, ride the waves. And or if you're more aggressive, ride the waves, turn around, short it, turn around, ride it. Easier said than done, but it can be done. So with the 4th wave, going over using that illustrative example with Bitcoin, Bitcoin could be in a 4th wave. It's not outside of Fibonacci levels. As a matter of fact, you can have a 60%. It can come to these areas. So you want to be aware of that. I have this line right here that I don't think it's going to breach, but you want to be aware of areas right here too, guys. Just like right in that area, possibly. That's a possibility, and it could still be in a 4th wave correction. It would just be deep, okay? It would be deep. Deeper than average. I think that there's a possibility that it's trying to form up finishing up a correction here, okay? So here's your 3rd wave, and then a target up to these areas. You know, you're going to be, it's going to break all-time highs for 1,800%. And, you know, if it does decide to go ballistic on its next wave run, you'll be looking at 40x. So if you have $1,000 here, it'll turn into 30 grand more or less, or maybe more, 40 grand, possibly the next wave run. All right, here's the deal with this. See my ABC, there's a flat type move. This is like a flat ABC. There's a connector right there, which is the X wave. You can see this in the RSI on this 3-day chart. So here's its correction here, okay? You see that correction? It came up on a connector, X wave. So you can see how this all trended together. But you see right there at the end, it made like a flat, and there's your connector, and now here's your zigzag. So here's a trend right there, coming in this area, went back up, and now it's in a new one. And whether that's a fourth wave or what's going on there, we'll discuss that. And then you can take some Fibonacci targets. So an ABC wave, or commonly known as a zigzag, is the areas you want to look for in cryptocurrency. The most common is a 1-to-1. So it's right at the 1-to-1 target. The second most common is 1.618 for a C wave. They can't go that deep. 786 is common too. 786 to 1-to-1 is the areas, and wicks down below 1-to-1. So that looks good. Looks good for Theta. And now this whole move, putting it together for you guys, this whole move would be a W, X, and down for a Y. So the flat started the correction. The X had to bring it back up to make a zigzag to finish it off. That's how those work. That's how corrections work, guys. Now, let me take a fib on the this move. So we take a fib and then go down to there, top of the X wave. So I'm taking the whole ABC wave over here, top to bottom, and go to the X wave. Now I want to see what the zigzag, and look at that, 1.618. So this is a potential target for this area. We're going to discuss this right here. This is something that's very hard to suss out right in that area. So there's a potential that the correction could be nearing completion for this, in my opinion. So somewhere in this area, it might get down there. I don't think so. I mean, even if it gets down to, let's say right now it's right there, it could have another, 30% or 35% drop, and a potential, 54%. So you want to be aware of that. If you're not in the coin, if you're holding on to cash positions or USDC as an example, just wait for it to find an entry point for this. All right, so I'm going to go into this this move right here for you guys. Let's suss that thing out. This on the 4-hour chart, trying to get this all together. So here's the deal with this move. It was a little bit complex. So what trying to suss out what was going on in this this move. So you can see lowest peak on the RSI on this 4-hour chart, a third wave move. So I investigated that move and then this move. This is a 5-wave move. Boom, right there. And then this too is broken down into a 5-wave move. So, and then what's going on over here? That's open for debate. I've looked at it, and I'll give you a couple ideas what I think could possibly be going on. So here's the move that it made, in my opinion, something like this, guys. It went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's one behind it. So up here, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the fourth waves can't get long like that. They can't take time. First waves, or second waves, excuse me, typically are a little bit deeper, shorter, quicker, and the fourth waves drag out just like that. So I'm thinking that it completed something here, in my opinion. That's what I think went on. So let me clean that up. Clean that up a little bit and let you guys know that what is going on over here is open for debate. There's a bullish way of looking at that, and there's a here's the bearish. Let me go to the bearish real quick with you guys. I don't think this is the case, but I'm gonna let you guys. There possibly could be. This could be the whole fourth wave, and it could wander back down to these areas, and maybe even go down here, guys, to complete some sort of leg or something like that. Or maybe there's some sort of diagonal being formed on a fifth wave completion to slow up over here. Okay, so the reason why I say that is that if you take a look at the weekly on the RSI for this coin, it's down pretty decent. Okay, so over in this area, it has taken everything out. So it's getting ready in this area to go in a next wave run, potentially, or a significant bounce in this area. That's what that's telling me. And then down here, no, the 3-day chart, and look at the 3-day chart, same thing. It's taken everything out since the beginning of its wave run, everything. So it's getting ready in this area to either do a bounce or get into a next wave run, in my opinion. So this is the area to start having your eyes peeled, looking for potential entries. So going back out to the 4-day chart, let me take a look at this, see what is going on. Now, if it completed it there, then this here is something different. And what could it be is anybody's guess, but I'll give you guys my estimated guess what could be going on with this thing. So I'm going to put a trend with something like this. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So like ABC, ABC, and then ABC. So it could be doing something like this, guys. This is the bullish count: 1, 2, 3, and maybe come down for 4 and up for a 5. It'd be a massive expanding diagonal or something like that. It could do that, and it could wander around in there. Like, so Bitcoin's going to dump. It could dump down here. Bitcoin goes back up or something, and it can wander back up there to complete a diagonal, an expanding diagonal. It'd be kind of an unusual move, but you know, and that'd be a 1, and then as long as it doesn't break that low, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. So, and then I went over the bearish case. So it's to let you know that in a diagonal type move or a move like that, it could break this low and technically still be bullish in a way. So that does happen in the cryptocurrency market, especially with expanded flats, flat moves. So that's the only thing right now, guys, I could really suss that out with this coin. Like I said, if you're not in, you know, if you're just sitting back waiting patiently, the best thing to do right now with Theta Network is to just sit back and wait patiently for it to go bullish and then find a good entry into the coin. As I mentioned to other followers that follow my channel, they know this, is that here's what will happen. Get a decent bullish move off the bottom for Theta as an example. That will be a wave 1 sequence. And then it will correct that sequence and it'll come back down and then possibly go into a 3rd wave. This is your, you know, line in the sand, basically where the start of that was, and you pick it up on a 2nd wave. And that is the safest way to enter into an asset like this. It will be very, very difficult to suss that out too, just like it is right here. It will be very difficult, but you'll be able, once it completes a sequence, you should be able to go, is that a 1st and 2nd, and be able to suss it out a little bit better, and then you'd be able to snipe and go, boom, I'm going to enter into Theta and ride that wave up. All right, guys, that's my take on it. Want to make this short, sweet. Had a couple followers requested that I go over this for the coin with them. Overall picture on Theta Network, it's a bullish coin. Just all it's doing is a healthy 4th wave correction, and it's getting itself potentially ready in this area to do another wave run up there. Just don't expect it to be this much, because this is a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, here's your 4th, and then it'll do a 5th. You know, have a plan for it to break all-time highs. Look, guys, I mean, think about it. Like if you pick it up right here as an example, and you go past all-time highs, look at that. That's 1,800% right there. Massive, massive gains. You make a lot more than that than you would buying bars of gold for the next 30 years, possibly. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of my video, drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Peace.